Special versus Special Online. Here comes a new challenger.
Right here, right now, we're in for something special.
お互いに頑張ってほしいですね。
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen?
始まりましたね。
Now they get put picture perfect parry there. Their timing is on point. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach?
ここからどう攻めるんですかね。
Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent.
どうだ？
Player one has a slight life lead that they may sit on.
結構リードしてる感じですね。
Oh, more of that.
いやー、どうだどうだ？
So they break forward to pressure the opponent. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Trying to read each other.
いやー、ここ気が抜けないですね。
Takes a trip. It's a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Good stuff, but oh, the opponent thought they had something there, but they're about to get KO.
ナイスナイス。かっこいい。
Don't worry, we're just getting started here.
なんかこう魂のぶつかり合い的なものを感じました。
They piled, takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super.
出た SA 技。
They gotta stop the bleeding here before it's too late.
このまま勝ち切ったらかっこいいですよね。
It's backed into the corner with pressure building.
何か狙ってるんですかね、これは。いいよいいよ。
A raw super arm?
やばい。
No worries about that.
まあそういう時もあるよね。
Opens him up with the throw. Going in? That's what we want. Still struggling for hits the drive. Why are they going in? Can this drive bring them back? Is it time for them? Closes it out.
決まったー。
Send them home. You got this one.
なんかここまですごく一進一退できてるんです。次どうなるか本当に予想できないです。
They're going for the super arm?
ちょっと何ですか今の。
Experiencing burnout.
なんかこっちが緊張する。
Crowns them from above. You got this. Barely blocks the jump in. Player 2, the Houdini low block. Nice. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking.
いやー、一気に来るんじゃないですかこれは。
Tries to make something happen with the overdrive arc. Wow. Both willing to risk it, burns out.
なんかこっちが緊張する。
Getting up close. Oh, burnout. Was that on purpose? What maxes out the gauge right there? It's called the Delta Red Assault. But all it takes is the killer bee to get the job done.
全然気が抜けませんね。
You're done.
決めてったー。ナイス。
Player 2 is hot. I'm feeling it.
強すぎ。すごい勢いでした。
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch.
まだまだ戦い足りないようです。
That throw's not gonna reach. They're backed up into the corner.
この感じは名勝負の予感がします。
Player 2 maintaining the corner pressure for some juicy damage.
だいぶ有利な状況ですね。
Both fighters are working with empty drive gauges, but I'm sure they want to make something happen. In fact, will this super arc connect?
どういうこと？これどうするどうする？
Can they scrape together a final push?
二人ともやる気満々だ。
Medium kick hits. Player 1 chases him down.
何か狙ってるんですかねこれは。
Alright, what's coming next? Oh my heart, I can't, man.
これどっちが勝つの？
It's there!
綺麗に決まりましたね。
Give me more of that.
いやー強い。強すぎるよ。でもまだわからない。
Ooh, are we going to see some fireworks here?
いけいけ。
Seeing how that round wound up very close, how will both sides tackle the next?
なるほど。
This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have?
どちらが先に仕掛けるんですかね。
Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Stops the attack by using a drive parry. reads their mind and catch the throw. Time to take this momentum and really run with it. Can't decide who's gonna stay in the corner. Anything could happen here.
どうなるんでしょうか。
The spacing is so on point right now. Any mistake here will be big. Oh, burnout activated.
いやー、頑張れ。どうなるんですかね。ここからこの感じは名勝負の予感がします。慎重ですね。
Is it time for the mix-up? Burnout dissipates. Time to take this. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now.
白熱してます。
But next with the throw. What'll happen here? Side switch adds a little spice with the overdrive. There's a chance for big damage with the punish counter.
ナイスナイス。
Oh my god, what's gonna happen?
すごい激闘ですね。どっちも負けないで。
Both of them back off. They maybe were they looking to connect with an overdrive? There's a burnout.
危ない危ない。でもまだいける。
They don't have any leeway to make a mistake. Someone's gotta make a move. Time to take this momentum and really run with it. Pressure. Escapes the round by the skin of their teeth.
なんかすごい。
Oh yeah, this is all yours.
熱い勝負が繰り広げられております。どっちが勝ってもおかしくないと思います。
They back the opponent into the corner now to apply the pressure.
どうなるんですかね。ここから。
This match just started and it can go either way.
個人的にはガンガンやり合ってるところが見たいですね。
Super arch, the low block. Scrapping it out up close. Connects with the throw.
すごすぎ。天才。
Oh, burnout. Was that on purpose? Player 2 is in frozen.
今の完璧。
What a smart throw.
すごすぎ。天才。
Burns out. What a smart throw. Fights back with authority.
いけるよ。集中集中。
Close range projectile. They're in range. We're gonna see a jump in, a dash. Why are they going in? Hang back. Do they have what it takes to steal the round here? When they look away or done?
決まっちゃいましたね。
Player 2 is showing off $1 million smile now.
どうしてましたね。
Everyone's getting fired up and we're just ready to get started.
飛躍がこっちまで伝わってきますね。
Round 1.
The fight just started. This is Tasty Steve on commentary.
ビシバシやり合ってるところが見たいです。
Don't worry, it happens.
惜しい。
Pressuring them in the corner.
どうなるどうなる。
It's alright, you're doing well. Can they use the corner to stage a comeback? That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. It brings out the super. How's this going to work out for them?
出た SE 技。どうなる。
That throw misses. They're on a roll. Let's see how they'll KO. I bet after that round they're nodding their head thinking, all right, yeah, you got me, but we're gonna run it back now.
どちらが勝つのか気になりますね。
Uha stopped to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. Jump! Throws him. What's next?
ナイス。
Gives a little space with the throw. Still slugging it out and getting sweaty. Medium kick. Kawasatsu to pry them open. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner hit.
この感じは名勝負の。
Experiencing burnout.
なんかこっちが緊張する。
That throw's not gonna read. The throw connects.
今の完璧。
Reads the jump in perfect. KO.
ナイスナイス。かっこいい。
That's a huge win there. Settle down and keep grinding.
なんか本当勢いがすごいですね。いやー、どんな年なんでしょうか。どうなんでしょう。
Player 2 with a slight lead. Will they capitalize?
いいじゃないですか。これいけそうですよ。
Player 2 is in burnout state, a very perilous situation. This is where we can expect some major pressure. My girl Jury's gonna show you a damn good time. I hope you like hearing your back go snap, crackle, and pop. Super art. We want to see him spin that cash money. Clutch, anti-air. Nowhere to run.
いやー、一気に来るんじゃないですか。これ今の完璧。
A real perfect read with the anti-air.
今の完璧。
Oh, burnout. Was that on purpose? He picked this time. It's over.
決まっちゃいましたね。
Player 2 gotta be sweating after that match. Someone bring him a towel.
いやー、どっちが勝つか全然最後まで分からへんくてもドキドキしました。
Yeah, I love the back and forth they had going on. Tries to make something happen with the overdrive arc. The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here?
何か狙ってるんですかね、これは。どうだ？
Player 2 has used up all their drive. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also diminished.
どうなる？
Downs. That happens to everyone.
惜しい。
The damage, will this super art connect?
これが SA 技ってやつですね。
Smart choice to use that attack to do chip damage and get the KO to take the round.
ナイスナイス。かっこいい。
Goes to the overdrive. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now?
一瞬の油断が命取りですよね。
Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. They need to be mindful of their opponent's... Oh, burnout activates. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Still struggling for control of the neutral. Smart play with the throw.
いいですね。
Side switch, they're going for the super art?
何これ？すごい派手でいいですね。
Tries to do something new and goes, no worries. Focus on what's in front of you.
めっちゃ惜しい。どんまいです。いったりいったり。
Down and out.
よっ、名勝負。
Send them home. You got this one.
いやー、強い。強すぎるよ。でもまだわからない。
Juicy opportunity now in the corner. Wow. Reads the counterattack.
いいよいいよ。ナイスガード。
This is a complete shutdown. Forward throw. Laying the pressure on thick. Oh, Satsu. Okay. Denied. Keep over in a play.
よっ、名勝負。
Okay. On to the next one.
いやー、どっちも頑張っててナイスファイトって感じでした。
It is not over. They want that run back. How's it going to unfold?
まだまだ戦い足りないようです。
Gets a buff in the meantime. Parries the projectile. Anything that happens early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight.
ここからどう攻めるんですかね。
Player 2 has used up all their drive. Solid anti-air there. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Decides to meet them in the air. Sweet. Nails the anti-air.
決着ですね。
Nice. That's the way to do it.
めちゃくちゃすごい攻めでしたね。
Goes to the overdrive. Everything up until now and everything from takes the hit and keeps on trucking.
どういうこと？これ。
Still slugging it out and getting sweaty. Player 1 has a slight life lead.
このまま押し切るんでしょうか。
That throw is not gonna reach. Time to take this momentum and really run with it. Opens him up with the throw. Here comes the corner pressure.
いやー、一気に来るんじゃないですか。これは。
You're done.
おお、しっかりと押し切りましたね。
Player 2 was feeling it there.
圧倒してましたね。
Best online ranked match. Professional online.
Here comes a new challenger.
These two have more beef than a barbecue in Texas. Let's see them duke it out.
どっちも強そうですね。
Here we go. Let's see what these fighters have in store.
どっちも強そう。
Tons of time left. How's this match going to play out?
ここからどう攻めるんですかね。
We're still early in the round. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Tons of drive and health to work with. Someone's gotta make a move.
なんか似合ってる感じですかね。わかんないけど。
Backs him into a corner.
どうなるどうなる。
The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an effective game plan. Player 2, I thought this was a two-player game. Better check your controls.
決着ですね。
Alright now, let's try and switch up the gameplay.
次のラウンドが勝負ですね。まあ全部勝負なんですけど。
Dang! Can't tech the throw. Opens him up with the throw.
慎重ですね。
Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Flawless. They got them so quick.
決まったー。
Just needed a bit more composure. You'll get it next time.
いやー熱い戦いでした。次の試合もファイト。
Special match online. Unrated match.
How's this matchup gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
よろしくお願いします。
Let's get round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try and do here in this first round.
気合入ってますね。
Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. We're still early in the round.
ここからどう攻めるんですかね。
Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner.
どうなるどうなる。
Sick. Goes for the throw.
どうだ。
Player 2 has used up all their drive. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also diminished. The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an effective game plan. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistake. Even a throw here will do. KO!
決まったー。
Remember your shortcomings. It's easier to fill in those gaps.
今負けちゃった方にも取り返してほしいですね。
The jump in is denied. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on.
こっからこっから。いいよいいよ。
Smart play with the throw. Player springs forward with the drive rush. That's what we want. Risky up-close scraps still going on.
ヒヤヒヤします。
Oh yeah, just like that. What'll happen here? Medium kick. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Ooh, burnout activated.
いやー、頑張れ。
Goes for the fireball to force a reaction. Fireball into the corner. Nice.
今の完璧。
They're in the raw critical art? Yo, what's gonna happen?
ちょっと何ですか今の。
This is going to hit for a critical art. You gotta imagine that it's not only gonna wreck their life bar, but also their nerves. What were they thinking?
ちゃんとガードしてる。
Down and out.
おお、しっかり倒しきりましたね。
Yeah, this is all yours.
いや強すぎません？すごい気迫みたいなの感じます。今の完璧。
What patience to scout out the counterattack. Denied. He's cool and locked him out. Burns out. Medium kick into. What a smart throw.
すごすぎ。天才。こっからどう行くんでしょう。
Excellent read.
いいよいいよ。ナイスガード。
Here comes the corner press. Closes it out.
決まった
Player 2 did some damage there. Damn.
もうこんなの誰も勝てないよ。最強です。
It is not over. They want that run back. How's this going to unfold?
まだまだ戦い足りないようです。
Creates distance to try to get a read on the opponent. Combo with the target combo. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book.
どうだ。
Player 2 is just about out of drive after that.
いやーどうだどうだ。
Player 2 needs to deal with his burnout. Knockdown. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity.
何か狙ってるんですかねこれは。
Grabs him.
お。
Neither of them willing to give up ground here. Even a throw here will do. Checks and KO.
綺麗に決まりましたね。
You remember your shortcomings. It's easier to fill in those gaps.
勝負はまだこれからって感じですね。
They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter.
いやーどうなるんだろう。
Who'll gain control of the match in the early going?
どちらが先に仕掛けるんですかね。
Experiencing burnout.
二人ともやる気満々だ。
Checks him with the boom. Player 2 needs to deal with his burnout. Grabs him. Can they utilize the corner? Holds out with the block. Gotta be mindful. Drive rush to keep it going. Opens him up with the throw.
ナイスナイス。
Sonic boom. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. There's a depth. Reads the jump in perfect.
いいですね。
In with the cross-up. Why are they going in? Hang back. Oh, what a rush. They're backed up there to burnout.
いやー、頑張れ。
Closing moments of the round. One hit's gonna do it.
やばいやばいやばい。
Still alive? Still alive? Nuh-uh. That win wasn't luck. It was 100% planned.
あそこからの逆転はしびれますね。
Kyle wins.
The pieces are there. Keep your head up and focus.
めっちゃいい試合でした。またこんな戦いが見たいです。
Time to get down to business. The first round starts now.
どっちも強そう。
Checks with the projectile. Player 2 has not been shy about using their drive game.
どうだ？
Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if this drive gauge runs out. Didn't they hear the announcer yell fight?
なんか読み合ってる感じですかね。わかんないけど。
Very dangerous range. You can definitely get clipped by something. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state.
どうするどうする？
Throws to get around their defense.
天才か？
All that effort, so little payoff. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation.
何か狙ってるんですかね、これは。
It's there!
おお、しっかり倒しきりましたね。
Don't worry, we're just getting started here.
なんかこう、魂のぶつかり合い的なものを感じました。
Checks them with the projectile. I saw that. We're just getting started here. We'll take control. She's experiencing burnout.
いやー、頑張れ。いいよいいよ。
Early round super damage. Just goes for it at this range.
やばい。
Playing nice? They're backed up into the corner. Goes for the jump in. Why are they going in? Hang back. What? In anti-air. Zones with the fireball. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Don't mind me. The KO.
決まった
Oh yeah, this is all yours.
ー。いやー、強い。強すぎるよ。でも、まだわからない。
Barely blocks the jump in. Sonic boom. Just burnout activate.
なんかこっちが緊張する。
A jump? Nice. Looking for a hole. Clutch. Anti-air. The life bar has been whittled down to about 50%. Let's use the boom. Hit the drive.
慎重ですね。全然気が抜けませんね。
Nice. Oh, he's willing to burn us out.
危ない危ない。でもまだいける。
Anti-air in the clutch. Nice. Up close and personal.
危ない危ない。でもまだいける。いけるよ。集中集中。
Wall super, oh my lord. Looking for the definitive end to this round with the level 3 super. Don't get too down on yourself. Just change gears and adapt.
めっちゃいい試合でした。またこんな戦いが。
Here comes a new challenger.
All right, both players are ready to go. Time to get hype and make some noise.
なんかワクワクします。
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try and do here in this first round.
かっこいいとこ見たいです。
Good parry there, and tons of time left. How's this match going to play out?
ここからどう攻めるんですかね。
Player 2 has used up all their drive.
どうだ。
Goes for the throw. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also diminished. It's backed into the corner with pressure. Oh, now here's a chance to do some damage.
頑張れ。
Throws them to start the corner pressure. The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an effective game. Ooh, connects with the rising uppercut. Is drive the way to close this round? Scrapping it out up close. You may want to slow the... Experiencing burnout.
なんかこっちが緊張する。
Neither fighter can use their drive moves. How KO?
おお、しっかり倒しきりましたね。
That's what I like to see.
いや、強すぎません？すごい気迫みたいなの感じます。
Throws to get around their defense. Medium kick hits. Which fighter will control the pace of the match early on?
心理戦にも注目していきたいです。
Time to take this momentum and really run with it. Holds out with the block. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks.
二人ともやる気満々だ。
Blast. Both fighters need to find a way to utilize their drive. Heels springs forward with the drive rush. Sandblast. This is the time to use fireballs to chip away at an opponent. Full SA meters on deck for both.
いいですね。
Great work. Just like that.
いや、惜しいな今の。
Our fighters are at a standstill. Not sure what's going. Oh yeah, just like that.
いいよいいよ。
Impact squat.
いいよいいよ。ナイスガード。
Oh my God, we got us done.
いやー、頑張れ。
Forward throw, laying the pressure on thick. Player 1 is in a very good spot now.
いやー、一気に来るんじゃないですかこれは。
Showing some great fortitude. This is far from over.
なんかこっちが緊張する。
Closes it out.
よっ、名勝負。
Loosen up and play for fun. The results will come.
いやー、熱い勝負が繰り広げられております。どっちが勝ってもおかしくないと思います。
Blocks the low kick. Springs forward with the drive rush. Nice. Point blank, willing to risk it for the overthrow. There's a burnout.
なんかこっちが緊張する。
Knocked him out of the air.
すごすぎ。天才。
What? An anti-air?
いいですね。
You're done.
決めてったナイス。
Player 2 is showing them what's good.
もうこんなの誰も勝てないよ。最強です。
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch.
まだまだ戦い足りないようです。
Overdrive Hadouken. The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here?
何か狙ってるんですかねこれは。
Anything that happens early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight.
ここからどう攻めるんですかね。
Will they hit, whip, charge in? Tricky territory here. So who's going to make a move?
なんか似合ってる感じですかね。わかんないけど。どうだ。
Both players have near empty super art gauges. Whoever can build theirs up first may have a big advantage here. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also diminished. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. They gotta scramble and recover quickly. Feeling out the space.
お、どうなるんでしょうか。
Can they scrape together a final push? Shoots off a fireball up close. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this. Nice! Holds out with the block. Jumps! Very solid corner switch. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Can't tech the throw. Likely opens up. Both fighters are barely alive.
どっちもギリギリ。
KO!
ナイスナイス。かっこいい。
Well read. Keep going.
いや、強すぎません？すごい気迫みたいなの感じます。
Everything up until now and everything from here on out is so vital.
いやー、どうなるんだろう。
Still plenty of time left.
個人的にはガンガンやり合ってるところが見たいですね。
Can they utilize the corner? Jump! Still slugging it out and getting sweaty. There's a definite gauge disparity here, but it may not matter. Ooh, burnout activates. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. super arch on the... Oh, yeah, just like that.
慎重ですね。
Player between the wall and a hard place. And their stuff.
なんかこっちが緊張する。
Why are they going in? Hang back. Huge chance after that wall splash. Still can't find a way out of this corner. Down and out.
決まった。
Player 2 is hot. I'm feeling it.
強すぎ。すごい勢いでした。
Here comes a new challenger.
All right, this is a mirror match, so both players can match each other move for move. You don't want to get clowned on and lose here, but no pressure. Okay.
お互いに頑張ってほしいですね。
Quick check to start the round. Their drive gauge was running low, but they use an overdrive bar anyway just to show they're not gunshot. We're still early in the round.
ここからどう攻めるんですかね。
Drive rush to keep the momentum. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book.
いやー、どうだどうだどうだ
Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner.
どうなるどうなる
If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over. Throws them, what's next? Heading into the end, hits him.
ナイスナイス。かっこいい。
Alright now, let's try and switch up the game plan.
次のラウンドが勝負ですね。まあ、全部勝負なんですけど。
Super.
これは痛い。
Player 2 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game.
なるほど。二人ともやる気満々だ。
Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Medium kick. Experiencing burnout. A quick breather. Both fighters have full super meter on deck. Oh, burnout activate.
いやー、頑張れ。
Goes for the fireball. That's what we want. Are we going to see a comeback here? The throw connects.
今の完璧。
Connects with the throw.
すごすぎ。天才。
Gotta dig down deep here.
すごい激動ですね。負けないで。
They're willing to risk it for the overdrive. They're taking a step back. That was the highest I've ever seen one.
あそこからの逆転はしびれますね。
Send them home. You got this one.
いや、強すぎません？すごい気迫みたいなの感じます。
Overdrive, Hunter. Oh, burnout activated.
なんかこっちが緊張する。
Player 2 with the lead. They're gonna end it quick or hang back.
いいんじゃないですか？これ。
The drive impact doesn't work.
ちゃんとガードしてる。すごい。いけるよ。集中集中。
Backed into the corner. What setup do they have?
いや
A rare chance here. What are they cooking up?
ー、今のは効いてる。
Drilled with an overdrive shoryuken. Solid anti-air. Both absolute. Can this drive bring them back? Sticks out a kick. Down and out.
おお、しっかり倒しきりましたね。いや
Not a loss to get down about. If anything, we should be glad for it.
ー、どっちも頑張っててナイスファイトって感じでした。
It is not over. They want that run back. How's it going to unfold?
まだまだ戦い足りないようです。
Evades the grab. Checks them with the projectile. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone.
こっから
Zig,
どうだ
pressuring them in the corner.
どうなるどうなる
Very solid corner switch. Whiffs the throw. Nails the anti-air.
ナイス
The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an effective game plan. Projectile to try to change the situation. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. A comeback's gonna be tough now. And they KO.
綺麗に決まりましたね
Give me more of that.
いやー強い強すぎるよでもまだわからない
They've piled up the knowledge. Now how are they going to use it?
一瞬の油断が命取りですよね
This match just started and it can go either way.
心理戦にも注目していきたいです
Overdrive a Shogeki for more damage. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes.
いいよいいよ
They back the opponent into the corner, now to apply the pressure.
どうなるんですかね
Experiencing burnout.
いやー頑張れ
Side switch out of the corner. KO.
綺麗に決まりましたね
Loosen up and play for fun. The results will come.
次のラウンドが勝負ですねまあ全部勝負なんですけど
Throws a projectile to zone the opponent. Let's see how
今の完璧慎重ですね
What a smart throw! Player 1 is in dark times with burnout. Gotta be careful not to whiff this. What a smart throw!
すごくに天才
Plenty of health, full gauges. Let's see some stylish action. Now they can use drive. Connects with the throw.
すごくに天才
Player 2 is in a very good spot now.
いやー一気に来るんじゃないですかこれは
Nice fireball. Burns out.
頑張れ
Gets the counter hit. Why are they going in? Hey, what a smart throw. What are they gonna do? Solid anti-hit. This time to bust this out. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. Player 1 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
ギリギリの接戦って感じですごい面白かったです
Yo, I can't argue with you. What a game. Changes the pace with a fireball. Showing some great fortitude. This is far from over.
いやー頑張れ
Early round decisions are so important to set the tone.
どちらが先に仕掛けるんですかね
Very dangerous range. It can definitely get clipped by something. Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. Knockdown.
お
Fights out of the corner, but not able to relax just yet. Gets the knockdown and now goes for the super art. KO. The offense is working. Keeps that same energy.
ちょっとこれ強すぎじゃないですか
They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter.
いやーどうなるんだろう
We're just getting started here. Ooh, burnout activates.
なんかこっちが緊張する
Can't tech the throw. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. One fighter's drive gauge is just a... Oh my god, we've got a stun.
なんかこっちが緊張する
Player 1 chases him down.
何か狙ってるんですかねこれは
That's a big gap. Who's gonna close it? Time to take this momentum and really run with it. Experiencing burnout. Goes for the fireball. Which is good. That's what we want.
二人ともやる気満々だ
He's there.
綺麗に決まりましたね
Player 1 is showing time in the lab pays off.
強すぎすごい勢いでした
Best unrated match. Best unrated match. Best unrated match. Honda, Ryu. Special match online. Best unrated match. Comes a new challenger. Best unrated match. Special online. Best unrated match. Comes a new challenger.
We got a good match on deck right now, and no one's gonna want to blink once the action gets started.
なんかワクワクします。
Let us be round one. Fight.
Here we go. Let's see what these fighters have in store.
気合入ってますね。
Carries the attack and denied up top. Knockdown. Reads the overhead well and blocks.
いいガード。
Throws to get around their defense. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity.
何か狙ってるんですかね、これは。
Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. With the life gap hits.
決着ですね。
Alright now, let's try and switch up the game plan.
今負けちゃった方にも取り返してほしいですね。
How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now?
一瞬の油断が命取りですよね。
Player 2 had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round.
そういうことなんですね。
Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here.
この感じは名勝負の予感がします。
Connects with the medium kick. Gives a little space with the throw. There's still a chance here. Okay. Oh.
おお、しっかり倒し切りましたね。
Every loss is a chance to learn.
面白かったです。二人ともマジお疲れ。
Oh, we're gonna run it back now? This thing ain't over yet.
さっき負けた方も次はいける。
Goes to the overdrive. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Player 1 has used up all their drive. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be hard to escape.
どうなるどうなる。
Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. The throw hits. Now it's time for some fun. Oh, more of that.
どうするどうする。
Neither of them willing to give up ground here. Can they scrape together a final push? Was looking for that jumper. Oh, yeah, just like that. Hell.
綺麗に決まりましたね。
Well read. Keep going.
いや、強すぎません？すごい気迫みたいなの感じます。
Everything up until now and everything from here on out is so vital.
いやー、どうなるんだろう。
This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have?
こっからこっから。
Player 2 has the life lead. Can they build on this?
このまま勝ち切ったらかっこいいですよね。二人ともやる気満々だ。
Bang? That's a big gap. Who's gonna close it? Time that they're going for the super up?
ちょっと何ですか今の。
Are they going to be able to come back and snap adds a little spice with the overdrive? There's what they're looking to connect with an overdrive art from this. It's there.
ナイスナイス。かっこいい。
Keep on the gas. You had your moments there.
なんかここまですごく一心一意できてるんで、次どうなるか本当に予想できないです。
Clutch, anti-air.
すごすぎ。天才。
Reebok ice. Nice. Plenty of health. Full gate. Solid anti-air.
今の完璧。
Oh my God, they just choked it away. Gotta do better than that. They're in range. We're gonna see him jump it. Oh my God, they just choke it away.
めっちゃ惜しい。4枚です。
Nailed the 3 block. Putting the cherry on top.
なんかもうすごいことになってるよ。
Wants an exclamation point on the victory, but is it enough? You have to make something happen. Even you're done.
決めてったー。ナイス。
Don't worry about the loss, because your next win's gonna show them you're for real.
いや
special online. Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
お互いに頑張ってほしいですね。
Show me what you have.
This will be round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen?
どっちも強そう。
Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach?
ここからどう攻めるんですかね。
Goes for the throw.
うまい。
Denied up top. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. They gotta scramble and recover quickly. It's backed into the corner with pressure building.
何か狙ってるんですかね、これは。
And the radar up and running.
はい。頑張れ。どうなる。
They're on a roll.
いいよいいよ。
And they straight springs forward with the drive rush.
Not good enough.
KO!
決まった。
That's what I like to see.
いやー強い。強すぎるよ。でもまだわからない。
They both show their takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super.
出た SA 技。
A flip with flair. Adds parry to the pressure. Grabs him. Time to take this momentum and really run with it.
It's past your bedtime.
Experiencing burnout.
いやー頑張れ。
Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Juicy opportunity now in the corner.
どうなるんですかね、ここから。
Drive
いいですね。
goes for the fireball, which is it reads the jump in perfectly.
今の完璧。
No way, no signs of letting up from out of that corner.
すごくに天才。
Life connects with the throw.
白熱してます。
Is it time for the mix-up? Closes it out.
よ、名勝負。
Player 2 is showing them what's good.
圧倒してましたね。すごい。
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch.
まだまだ戦い足りないようです。
Burns the drive gauge. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on.
どちらが先に仕掛けるんですかね。
Player 2 has used up all their drive. Still slugging it out here. Can they utilize the corner? The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also diminished.
どうするどうする。
Throws him. What's next?
ヒヤヒヤします。
Nails the anti-air. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. You remember your shortcomings. It's easier to fill in those gaps.
勝負はまだこれからって感じですね。
How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now?
一瞬の油断が命取りですよね。
Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Player 2 needs to deal with his burnout.
どうなる。
Player 1 goes for the super art.
これが SA 技ってやつですね。
There's a change of side.
慎重ですね。
No worries about that.
まあそういう時もあるよね。
A flip with flair. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball.
ナイスナイス。
Opens him up with the throw. Player 2 is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their drive. Willing to risk it for the overthrow. Ooh, burnout activates.
いやー頑張れ。いったれいったれ。
Still a KO.
おお、しっかり倒しきりましたね。
Don't worry about the loss, because your next win's gonna show them you're for real.
めっちゃいい試合でした。またこんな戦いが見たいです。
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here?
もう一回戦うんですね。頑張れ。
Picking how their opponent reacts to the fireball. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach?
ここ こからどう攻めるんですかね。どうだ。
Backs him into a corner.
どうなるどうなる。
Gets down. Goes for the throw.
お
Very dangerous range. It can definitely get clipped by something. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Denies the low head. Adds parry to the pressure. Fireball from a very long range. What's next here? Can they utilize the corner? Grabs him. They're vying for dominant position in the corner.
いやー、どうだどうだ。
And they straight KO.
決着ですね。
Give me more of that.
いやー、強い。強すぎるよ。でもまだわからない。
They piled up the knowledge. Now how are they going to use it?
いやー、どうなるんだろう。
Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they could be. There's a definite experiencing burnout. Springs forward with the drive rush. Time to take this momentum and really run with it. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. They gotta scramble and recover. Nice cross up. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Juicy opportunity now in the corner.
この感じは。
Between the wall and a hard fling. And they're stunned.
いやー、頑張
She bets the board, and you wager your life. Shiranui Embu Arasakura.
れ。やばいやばい。
Raw critical art? Yo, what's gonna happen?
やばい。
Throws him. Smart play with the throw. You're done.
決めてったー。ナイス。
Keep on the gas. You had your moments there.
なんかこう魂のぶつかり合い的なものを感じました。
Back to the corner. What setups do they have?
なんかすごい。
Nothing stops this train. Oh, what a rush. Super art control what a PhD in fighters can do for you.
なんかもうすごいことになってるよ。
Knocks him out of the air. Links it. They're in range. We're gonna see a jump in, a dash, and this burns out.
危ない危ない。でもまだいける。
Crowns them from above.
いやー、頑張れ。
It's such an uncooked raw soup.
なんかもうすごいことになってるよ。
Oh, burnout. Was that for you? For real?
うわー、決まっちゃいましたね。
Not a loss to get down about. If anything, we should be glad for it.
いやー、どっちも頑張って。
Best online. Best online. Best online. Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
飛躍がこっちまで伝わってきますね。
Hi! My turn!
Pressuring them in the corner.
どうなるどうなる。
Anything that happens early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight.
ここからどう攻めるんですかね。
Fires off an overdrive arc. Adding that to the mix will change the pace of the match and keep the opponent on their toes. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. What a clutch side switch there. Now's the time to capitalize. Player 2 needs to be cautious with drive gauge. Look at the damage they can pump out with this combo. Things are heating up. Life lead opens up. So they break forward to pressure the opponent.
慎重ですね。ナイスナイス。
Almost no drive gauge, KO.
ナイスナイス。かっこいい。
Well read. Keep going.
いや強すぎません？すごい気迫みたいなの感じます。
Just out of range for that. Who gained control of the match in the early going?
こっからこっから。
The jump in is denied. Throws to get around their defense. Time to take this momentum and really run with it.
いいよいいよ。
Scrapping it out up close. Uses the parry so the opponent can't dictate the pace of the round. Both fighters having full drive rush to keep it going. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here.
どうなるんですかね。ここから。
Drive gauge is almost empty on both sides. This is a tough situation. Springs forward with the drive rush. Looking for a chance. Could be looking to start something.
もうね、ここ本当に難しいんでしょうね。
Time to take this momentum and really run with it. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be drops. Nowhere to run.
いやー、一気に来るんじゃないですか。これは
Down and out.
の名勝負。
Gotta shake it off. Let's go.
次のラウンドが勝負ですね。まあ全部勝負なんですけど。
Pops them with the truck that off.
ちょっと何ですか今の。
Rule goes for the shit sure you can to give them the early bird pass to the afterlife party.
おお、竜はなかなかいい筋肉してますね。
Nice fireball. They're taking a step back to slow down the pick. What? In anti-air?
いいですね。
These fighters are swinging for control of the match. The low. Jump. Solid anti-air. Big gauge lead here. But anti-air.
動くに天才。下の SA ゲージってやつですよね。逆転いけるか。
Why are they finds the target? Do you want the damage or the setup here?
これは強すぎですね。
Perfect damage calculation, no doubt about it.
うわー、決まっちゃいましたね。
Player 1 clinches the win, but that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
いい勝負。負けた方も惜しかった。
Yeah, I love the back and forth they had going on. Now we're getting somewhere.
めっちゃ惜しい。ドンマイです。
Jumps up, that's what we want. They're not afraid to let the overdrive arc fly even when their drive gauge isn't topped off. Player 2 currently has the life lead. No need to overextend. Both players with no drive in the tank. We've reached the midway point of the round and both fighters are at about even life. Player 1 chases him down.
何か狙ってるんですかね、これは。
How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive? Oh yeah, just like that. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Great work. Just like that.
いや惜しいな今の。
Each hit is so important.
これどっちが勝つの？
Player 2 can't afford mistakes without the drive gauge. Gotta be mindful of reach and jump ins at this range. It's there.
綺麗に決まりましたね。
Don't worry, we're just getting started here.
なんかこう魂のぶつかり合い的なものを感じました。
How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now?
いやーどうなるんだろう。
This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have?
こっからこっから。いいですね。
Jump! Experiencing burnout.
なんかこっちが緊張する。
Smart play with the throw. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout.
二人ともやる気満々だ。
Nice. What'll happen? Great work. Just like that. More fuel on the fire. Hook 'em up.
なんかもうすごいことになってるよ。
Nothing friendly about this. Allow Mai the Kunoichi to show you Shiranori Cruise Jutsu. They're in the corner. It closes it out.
おお、しっかり倒しきりましたね。
Don't get too down on yourself. Just change gears and adapt.
めっちゃいい試合でした。またこんな戦いが見たいです。
Comes a new challenger.
This time, the person in the mirror is the opponent, and pride is on the line.
よろしくお願いします。
The fight just started. This is Tasty Steve on commentary.
かっこいいとこ見たいです。
Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be hard to escape.
どうなる
Shuts down the air approach. Player 2 currently has the life lead. No need to overextend.
どうだ
Maybe they're gonna talk it out?
なんか読み合ってる感じですかね。わかんないけど。
They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Can't blame either of these fighters for not wanting to be stuck in that corner. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Can they utilize the corner? If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over.
頑張れ。どうする
Okay, creating some space here. Can't tech the throw. There's still a chance here. KO.
ナイスナイス。かっこいい。
You remember your shortcomings. It's easier to fill in those gaps.
次のラウンドが勝負ですね。まあ全部勝負なんですけど。
Goes for the super art. How will this impact him? Barely blocks the jumping. Risky up-close scraps still going on. Experiencing burnout.
なんかこっちが緊張する。
One fighter's drive gauge is just about hit. No worries about that.
まあそういう時もあるよね。
Nice cross-off. Nice. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here.
どうなるんですかね。ここから。
Why are they going in? Experiencing burnout. Maxes out the gauge right there. Oh, this super art can change the makeup of this match.
いい感じに鍛え上げた体してますね。
Who will capitalize on an opening first?
やばいやばいやばい。
Both of them back. There's a burnout.
なんかこっちが緊張する。
Will they go all in? Down and out.
決まったー。
That's a huge win there. Settle down and keep grinding.
なんかほんと勢いがすごいですね。いやー、どうなってしまうでしょうか。どうなんでしょう。
No drops in this house. Player 2 has the super gauge advantage. The girl connects.
今の完璧。
Solid anti-air.
いいですね。
What a smart throw.
すごすぎ。天才。
Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Connects with the throw.
今の完璧。
Knocked him out of the air.
今の完璧。
Butt parry. Why are they going in? Hang back. Goes for the fireball to force a reaction. Looking for a hole. Neither fighter is showing any signs of backing down. Jump closes it out.
決まった
Player 2 did some damage there. Damn.
ー。強すぎ。すごい勢いでした。
Comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
よろしくお願いします。
Here we go. Let's see what these fighters have in store.
始まりましたね。
Their drive gauge is running low, but they use an overdrive arc anyway just to show they're not gunshot. Tons of time left. How's this match going to play out?
ここからどう攻めるんですかね。
Ooh, that was on point. Corner switch means they can now go on the offensive. Shuts down the air approach. Goes for the command grab. Dangerous range here. If you're careless, any move with long recovery can get jumped in on for good damage. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Ooh, burnout activate.
頑張れ。
One combo can end this round right now.
どっちもギリギリ。
Oh, yeah! Snatches victory from the jaws of defeat.
うわ、逆転だ。
That's a huge win there. Settle down and keep grinding.
いやー、強い。強すぎるよ。でも、まだわからない。
Jumps. Yeah, yeah.
ナイス
Nice cross up. Overdrive jump. Ooh, burnout activates.
ー。いやー、頑張れ。
They back the opponent into the corner, now to apply the pressure.
この感じは名勝負の予感がします。
Jumps up. Raw critical arc? Yo, what's gonna happen?
ちょっと何ですか今の。
Goes for the level 3 super arc to show them this is how we roll in this town.
ザンギーとザ・ムキムキマッチョって感じでいいですね。
Why are they going in? Hang back. Between the wall and a hard place. And they're stuck.
なんかこっちが緊張する。
Full drive on down.
Special unrated match. Fighting round. Unrated match. Fighting round. Bet online off the room. Race match. Bet online. Special online. comes a new challenger.
Both fighters are ready to get started. I can't wait to see what kind of tricks they have up their sleeves.
もう強そうですね。
The fight just started. This is Tasty Steve on commentary.
ビシバシやり合ってるところが見たいです。
Backs him into a corner.
どうなるどうなる？
We're still early in the round.
ここからどう攻めるんですかね。
Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. This is going to hurt.
頑張れ。
Goes for the throw.
どうだ？
Goes for the fireball. The throw hits. Now it's time for some fun. Pressure continues as they can't escape the corner. They need to find a way out. Super armor does its job.
いやー、どうだどうだ？
That throw misses. Yeah, yeah.
二人ともやる気満々だ。
No thank you. There's still a chance here. Drive rush to keep it going. Even if the burnout triggered. Overdrive Hadouken. Oh my heart. KO.
決まったー。
Don't worry. We're just getting started here.
勝負はまだこれからって感じですね。
Throws him. What's next? Brushes that off and keeps going.
ちょっと何ですか今の。
Scrapping it out up close. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. They gotta scramble and recover quickly. Zanku Hadouken! The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Teleport! Genius! Oh yeah, just like that!
いいよいいよ。
Still slugging it out and getting sweaty. Zanku Hadouken!
いいですね。
Going in? There's a definite hit experiencing burnout. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. Juicy damage with that throw there. Raw super hard.
やばい。
This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. You're done.
おお、しっかり倒しきりましたね。
That's a huge win there. Settle down and keep grinding.
なんかここまですごく一進一退できてるんで、次どうなるか本当に予想できないです。
Attempts to break, willing to risk it for the overdrive. Still struggling for control of the neutral. Player experiencing burnout. They need to be connects with the throw.
ここからどう行くんでしょう。
Anti-air in the clutch. A perfect read with the anti-air.
すごくに天才。
Close range projectile. How's he gonna do that? The throw connects.
すごくに天才。ここからどう行くんでしょう。
Why are they going in? Hang back. What they looking for the burnout?
いやー、頑張れ。
Jump. Here comes the corner pressure.
いやー、一気に来るんじゃないですか。これは。
Still alive? Still alive? For real?
決まっちゃいましたね。
Player 1 is gonna be watching replays of this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
最後まで全く気が解けない試合でしたね。
Yo, I can't argue with you. What a game. Tries to make something happen with the overdrive arc. Akuma's going in. Still plenty of time left.
心理戦にも注目していきたいです。
Both fighters want to establish themselves early on.
どちらが先に仕掛けるんですかね。
Player 2 is just about out of drive after that.
どうだ。
Good parry there, and Player 2 has been really leaning on that drive move.
どうなる。
Will they build lead or just go all in on each other? Fights back out of the corner. That happens to everyone.
大丈夫大丈夫。
Taking stock. Blocks the ambiguous crossover. Life lead opens up. Knockdown. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Even a throw here will do it.
慎重ですね。
He's there!
綺麗に決まりましたね。
Alright now, let's try and switch up the gameplay.
今負けちゃった方に戻り返してほしいですね。
They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter.
一瞬の油断が命取りですよね。
Are you both exchanging numbers or something?
いやー、ここ気が抜けないですね。
Showing some great fortitude. This is far from over.
いやー、頑張れ。どうするどうする？
A quick breather. Oh yeah, just like that. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. They gotta scramble and recover quickly. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Oh my god, we got a stun.
いやー、頑張れ。
It's a good spot to use the super.
何これ？すごい派手でいいですね。
This is one bedtime story you are not waking up from. There's still a chance here. It's the drive.
勝てるよ、これ。
They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Fireball pressure, trying to wear down the opponent. Barely blocks the jump, experiencing burnout.
なんかこっちが緊張する。
One player is in burnout state. Is it time to end this? They don't have any leeway to make it. Oh, burnout! Was that on purpose? Who's gonna take it?
すごい激動ですね。どっちも負けないで。
Chucks a fireball to keep control of the space. Who makes the first move at this range? Even a sneeze here is gonna mean the end. Oh, they're running out of time. You're done.
よっ、名勝負。
Oh, yeah, this is all yours.
いやー、熱い勝負が繰り広げられております。どっちが勝ってもおかしくないと思います。
Zankuhado. This is the ideal range to utilize that fireball game. Which fighter will control the pace of the match early on?
個人的にはガンガンやり合ってるところが見たいですね。
Just goes for it at this range.
ちょっと何ですか今の。
Takes the hit and keeps on trucking. This is a tough situation to be in with no drive for both fighters. Zones with the fireball. Goes for the burns out.
なんかこっちが緊張する。
What if anti-air reads the jump in perfectly? Player 2 is in dark times with burnout. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking.
いやー、一気に来るんじゃないですかこれは。
Still a chance. They gotta do it. They're in clutch anti-air.
いいですね。
They are done.
うわー、決まっちゃいましたね。
Okay, on to the next.
いやー、どっちも頑張っててナイスファイトって感じ。
Best greatest man. Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
よろしくお願いします。
Let us begin. Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try and do here in this first round.
どっちも強そう。
Knockdown. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner.
どうなるどうなる？
Player 1 currently has the life lead. No need to overextend.
どうなる？
Player 1 has used up all their drive. Drive rush to keep the momentum.
どうだ？
Checks them with the projectile. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation.
何か狙ってるんですかねこれは。
They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there.
ヒヤヒヤします。
Ooh, burnout KO!
おお、しっかり倒しきりましたね。
Round two.
You remember your shortcomings. It's easier to fill in those gaps.
今負けちゃった方にも取り返してほしいですね。
Just Will this super art connect?
出た SA 技
Nice parry! A parry? Looking for a chance. Hand blast.
慎重ですね
Drive rush to keep it going.
頑張れ
Great work. Just like that.
いや惜しいな今の
Spins the meter on the super art.
あこれかっこいいやつ
Closing it out with a super art finish. Nice and cool. Everyone loses. Just roll with it and adapt to your opponent.
いやー熱い戦いでした次の試合もファイト
Oh, we're gonna run it back now? This thing ain't over yet.
さっき負けた方も次はいける
Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. It's alright, you're doing well.
大丈夫大丈夫
Show's over. Oh, good stuff. Gotta keep it up.
大丈夫大丈夫
Spin some meters to add super damage to the combo.
これが SA 技
Perfect. Takes the round without getting touched.
綺麗に決まりましたね
Select on the round and see what you can use next.
どちらにも頑張ってほしいです
Everything up until now and everything from here on out is so vital.
いやーどうなるんだろう
Barely blocks the jump in. Springs forward with the drive rush. The spacing is so on point right now. Any mistake here will be big. There's a definite gauge disparity here. Drive rush to keep it going. Perfect input, not letting up. Just call this.
まあそういう時もあるよね
Not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. What knocked him out of the air? Throws him.
いいよいいよ
Is it time for the mix-up? Jumps. What a smart throw.
白熱してます
Any mistake here is gonna be fake. There's a burnout.
いやー頑張れ
Closes it out.
決めてったナイス
Send him home. You got this one.
いや強すぎませんすごい気迫みたいなの感じます
Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here?
これはどっちも応援したいですね
The throw connect. Ooh, burnout activate.
なんかこっちが緊張する
Oh, you never know what can happen here. Raw super art income.
なんかもうすごいことになってるよ
Connects with the throw. Player 2 is in a very good. Will this super art do anything?
なんかもうすごいことになってるよ
Still can't. Oh, what a rush.
全然気が抜けませんね
This may turn and throws him.
今の完璧
Drive gauge on deck. What adds a little spikes with the overdrive. Still a chance. They gotta do it. A jump in. Down and out.
おおしっかり倒しきりましたね
The pieces are there. Keep your head up and focus.
めっちゃいい試合でしたまたこんな戦いが見たいです
These two have more beef than a barbecue in Texas. Let's see them duke it out.
なんかワクワクします
All right, first round. What's going to happen?
始まりましたね
Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. Not a lot of damage dealt so far. No telling how this round will turn out.
だいぶ有利な状況ですね。
Okay, both fighters have taken a step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. They gotta scramble and recover quickly.
ヒヤヒヤします。
Can't decide who's gonna stay in the corner. It's backed into the corner. Oh, now here's a chance to do some damage.
頑張れ。
Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Reads their mind and texts the throw. You may want to slow the hits. It's all good. You can still switch it up.
どちらもガンガンやり合ってほしいです。
Decides to meet them in the air. They piled up the knowledge. Now how are they going to use it?
一瞬の油断が命取りですよね。
Throws to get around their defense. Still slugging it out and getting sweaty. Goes off the air slash. There's a definite... Ooh, burnout activate. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Clutch, anti-air. There's still a chance. Oh my God, we got it done. KO.
決まった
You're on the right track. Get back out there.
ー。面白かったです。二人ともマジお疲れ。
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here?
もう一回戦うんですね。頑張れ。
I saw that.
天才か。
Picks up some quick damage with that combo. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Maybe they're gonna talk it out?
なんか読み合ってる感じですかね。わかんないけど。
Player 2 has used up all their drive. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner.
どうなるどうなる。
Neither of them willing to give up ground here. Lets off a projectile to waste time. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. That drive impact doesn't get through. Nice. Throws to get around their defense. Whips the throw. Can they utilize the corner? Throws them to start the corner pressure. Smart move to stay on guard. KO.
ナイスナイス。かっこいい。
That's what I like to see.
いや強すぎません？すごい気迫みたいなの感じます。
How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now?
いやーどうなるんだろう。
Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. There's springs forward with the drive rush. Time to take this momentum and really run with it. Jumps, reads their mind and takes the experiencing burnout.
いやー頑張れ。
You know we paid drive rush to keep it going. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here.
この感じは名勝負の予感がします。
Max SA gauges. They both have a chance to... The Houdini won't block. There's still a chance here. Nice. Taking chunks out of... Wow. Freeze the counter attack. The knock for the critical one. Down and out.
お名勝負。
Player 2 is showing off $1 million smile now.
もうこんなの誰も勝てないよ。最強です。
Oh, we're gonna run it back now? This thing ain't over yet.
さっき負けた方も次はいける。
Tries, but not gonna get the throw. Tons of time left. How's this match gonna play out?
ここからどう攻めるんですかね。
Lots of aggression from both sides. Goes for the throw. Checks with the projectile. Super armor does its job.
お
Goes for the drive rush there. Player 2 has been really leaning on that drive gauge. Goes for the drive rush. They're looking to keep on the offensive for as long as possible. Grabs him.
天才か。
Overdrive jack. There's still a chance. Springs forward with the KO.
決着ですね。
Don't worry. We're just getting started here.
次のラウンドが勝負ですね。あ、全部勝負なんですけど。
Projectile to try to change the situation. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Is it time for the mix-up?
二人ともやる気満々だ。
Player 2 currently has the life lead. No need to take the hit and keeps on trucking. Player 2 adds some damage and flair with the super.
あー、これかっこいいやつ。
Scrapping it out of close.
いったれいったれー。まだここからの逆転は全然ありますよね。
Why are they going in? Hang back. so little life left. Okay. Oh.
ナイスナイス、かっこいい。
Oh yeah, this is all yours.
なんか本当勢いがすごいですね。いやー、分かってしまうでしょうか。どうなんでしょう。
Blocks. Barely blocks the jump in. Player 2, with the lead. They're gonna end it quick or hang back.
いいんじゃないですかこれ。いけそうですよ。
Nowhere to run.
いやー、一気に来るんじゃないですかこれは。
You're done.
決めてったー。ナイス。
Player 2 is hot. I'm feeling it.
圧倒してましたね。
Best online. Best online. A new warrior has entered the ring!
Both fighters are ready to get started. I can't wait to see what kind of tricks they have up their sleeves.
お互いに頑張ってほしいですね。
All right, first round. What's going to happen?
ビシバシやり合ってるところが見たいです。
Good call just now.
すごい。
Backs him into a corner.
どうなるどうなる。
If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over.
結構リードしてる感じですね。
That throw misses.
いやー、どうだどうだ。
Talk about a clean slate. Gets a perfect KO.
ナイスナイス、かっこいい。
Okay, you got a round on the board.
めちゃくちゃすごい攻めでしたね。
All right, let's see the damage here. Jumps. Drive boosted Hado. Burnout triggered. Can they utilize the corner? There's a change of size.
二人ともやる気満々だ。
Pokes with the medium kick. Gotta be mindful of... Oh, yeah, just like that. Blocks it. Drive rush to keep it going. It's there.
おお、しっかり倒しきりましたね。
Player 2 is unrivaled.
強すぎ。すごい勢いでした。
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here?
もう一回戦うんですね。頑張れ。
The jump in is denied. Denied up top. Solid idea. Maybe next time.
惜しい。
The impact gets blocked. Shuts down the air approach. Goes air to air to deny them a chance. Very dangerous range. Can definitely get clipped by somebody. Can they utilize the corner? Blocks the jump in. Checks them with the projectile. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout.
どうするどうする。
Oh, more of that.
ナイス。
Can't tech the throw.
いいよいいよ。
Orbital hits. Okuma playing the hide and seek game. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Knockdown and comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance.
うわ、逆転だ。
All right, now let's try and switch up the game plan.
なんかこう魂のぶつかり合い的なものを感じました。
Jumps up, barely blocks the jump in. Zanku Hado. Dashes forward. Box him with the target combo. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital.
慎重ですね。
Juicy opportunity now in the corner.
どうなるんですかね。
Just goes for it at this range.
あ、これかっこいいやつ。
Uses the gauge for the super hard. They want to show they're not playing around.
いい感じに鍛え上げた体してますね。
They need solid anti-air.
すごくに天才。
There's a burnout. Closes it out.
決まった。
Oh yeah, this is all yours.
いや、強すぎません？すごい気迫みたいなの感じます。
This is gonna hurt. Nice. slight lead. Will they capitalize?
いいじゃないですかこれ。いけそうですよ。
Connects with them. Will this super art do anything?
なんかもうすごいことになってるよ。
Perfect read with the anti-air.
今の完璧。ケース溜まってますね。いけるいける。
Here comes the corner pressure.
いやー一気に来るんじゃないですか。
Down and out.
おお、しっかり倒しきりましたね。
Player 2 is showing them what's good.
もうこんなの誰も勝てないよ。最強です。
comes a new challenger.
All right, both players are ready to go. Time to get hype and make some noise.
飛躍がこっちまで伝わってきますね。
Let's see what they try and do here in this first round.
かっこいいとこ見たいです。
Overdrive. Player 2 has grabbed the lead. Time to settle in and control the pace. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also diminished. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. You gotta watch out. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation.
何か狙ってるんですかね、これは。
They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there.
ヒヤヒヤします。いやー、どうだどうだ。
Holds out with the block. See, that's how it's done.
天才か？
Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how looking winded burnout changes the game. This range is where it gets interesting. You gotta utilize the reach of your moves to bait KO.
綺麗に決まりましたね。
That's what I like to see.
いやー、強い。強すぎるよ。でもまだわからない。
They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter.
一瞬の油断が命取りですよね。
Can they utilize the corner? Gets the counter hit throw.
慎重ですね。
Perry looking for a chance. The classics always work with the old school target combo. Jumps up. There's a change of sides. Following up, experiencing burnout. Is it time for the mix-up?
こっからどう行くんでしょう。
What a smart throw!
強すぎ。天才。
Is this the end? Is there still a chance? Couldn't finish them off, and they still take. You're done.
決まったー。
Player 2 did some damage there. Damn.
強すぎ。すごい勢いでした。
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here?
もう一回戦うんですね。頑張れ。
Decides to spin the meter to open up some more chances. Yeah, like that.
うまい。
Both fighters are looking at near-empty drive gauges. Player 2 currently has the life lead. No need to overextend. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also diminished.
どうなる。
Player 2 has used up all their drive.
どうだ。
Player 1, big trouble here. The stun is going to leave them to pieces.
ヒヤヒヤします。
Takes a trip. Lands the forward throw. That corner pressure continues. If they can't escape this rock style, goes for the super art.
出た。SA 技。
This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go
ど
quickly.
ういうこと？これ。ナイスナイス。
Burnout trick. What a slick combo to take that round.
ナイスナイス。かっこいい。
That match was too close, but definitely the kind of match you like to see, right?
いやー、いい勝負。 負けちゃったのも惜しかった。次。
Still struggling for control of the neutral. Takes the hit and keeps on trucking.
やばい。
Uses the fireball to try to get a reaction. Not a lot of drive between them. What'll they use it on? Time to take this momentum and really run with it. Looking winded, burnout changes the game. This throw is gonna leave him wide open. Checks with the medium kick. Why are they going in? And whips. They're wide open. Knocked him out of the air.
今の完璧。はい。
Gotta be mindful of reach and jump ins at this one. KO.
ナイスナイス。かっこいい。
Player 2 is showing off $1 million smile now.
圧倒してましたね。すごい。
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this matchup gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
どっちも強そうですね。
Round 1.
Here we go. Let's see what these fighters have in store.
気合入ってますね。
Pressuring them in the corner.
どうなるどうなる。
Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation.
どうなる。
This is a tough spot.
ヒヤヒヤします。
KO.
ナイスナイス。かっこいい。
Well read. Keep going.
いや強すぎません。すごい気迫みたいなの感じます。
They piled up the knowledge. Now how are they going to use it?
いやーどうなるんだろう。
Who'll gain control of the match in the early going?
どちらが先に仕掛けるんですかね。
Time to take this momentum and really run with it. The corner makes it hard to escape. Look brushes that off and keeps going. Man is experiencing burnout. Gotta be careful. Ooh, burnout activated.
なんかこっちが緊張する。
They're both drivers. This is gonna get messy. Out of there! Not a lot happening, but I'm sure there's a point to this.
もうね、ここ本当に難しいんでしょうね。
Time to take this momentum and really run with it. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here.
この感じは名勝負の予感がします。
They're going for the super up KO.
決まったー。
Player 2 dug in deep to get that win.
圧倒してましたね。すごい。
Oh, we're gonna run it back now? This thing ain't over yet.
さっき負けた方も次はいける。
Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Player 2 has grabbed the lead. Time to settle in and control the pace. Opts for the throw.
どうだ。どうするどうする。
Keep at it.
惜しい。
The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Throws him. What's next?
ナイス。
Alright, what's coming next? Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Experiencing burnout.
二人ともやる気満々だ。
Closing moments of the round. One hit's gonna do it. Win for the chip kill.
決まったー。
Gotta shake it off. Let's go.
なんかこう魂のぶつかり合い的なものを感じました。
Can't tech the throw. Box him with the target combo. Good stuff, but they gotta keep it up.
大丈夫大丈夫。いやーどうだどうだ。
Playing nice? Drive boosted Hado. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. The question is, how do they manage the drive gauge here? They need to be mindful of their opponent's SA gauge. Now, can they finish the job? Showing some great fortitude. This is far from over.
なんか
Just goes for it at this range.
やばい。
They're looking winded, burnout changes the game. Closes it out.
よっ名勝負。
Don't let it phase you. You'll get there.
いやー熱い戦いでした。次の試合もファイト。
Oh, we're gonna run it back now? This thing ain't over yet.
さっき 負けた方が次はいける。
Combo with the target combo. That happens to everyone.
惜しい。
The throw hits. Now it's time for some fun. Will this super art connect?
これが SA 技ってやつですね。
What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player 1 chases them down.
何か狙ってるんですかね、これは。いやー、
Hits.
綺麗に決まりましたね。
You remember your shortcomings. It's easier to fill in those gaps.
勝負はまだこれからって感じですね。
Sees it coming and blocks it out. Whiffs the throw. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone.
こっからこっから。
Keep at it.
惜しい。
Side switch out of the corner. Can they utilize the corner? Denies the jump in.
いいよいいよ。
Denies the jump in.
いいですね。
Player 1 can work with this lead. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter.
いいですね。ナイスナイス。
Knockdown and
いけるよ。集中集中。
they back up, takes the hit and keeps on trucking. Making sure they're done. Using the super to get the KO down and out.
決めてったー。ナイス。
That's a huge win there. Settle down and keep grinding.
熱い勝負が繰り広げられております。どっちが勝ってもおかしくないと思います。
Jumps. Nice cross up. You're just experiencing burnout.
いやー、頑張れ。
Back to throws him.
今の完璧。
But next with the throw.
今の完璧。
Burns out.
いけるよ。集中集中。
Reads the jump in perfectly.
すごすぎ。天才。
Now they can use drive. Back to the corner. What setups do they have? The jump in is denied.
まだここからの逆転も全然ありますよね。
Do they have you're done?
よっ、名勝負。
Real win.
Player 2 is showing off a
Arcade practice. JP versus Special Online. Comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
飛躍がこっちまで伝わってきますね。
Denied up top. Goes for the throw. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be hard to escape.
どうなる
Throw hits. Now it's time for some fun. That throw misses. At this range, many attacks connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is so pale. Don't worry, we're just getting started here.
次のラウンドが勝負ですね。まあ全部勝負なんですけど。
Confident anti-air to counter the jumping. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone.
こっから。
Is it time for the mix-up? Manages to block the jump-in attack. Gets the throw and continues on the offensive. Jumps! Flashes. Noise.
いや惜しいな今の。
Oh, yeah, just like that. Takes the hit and keeps on trucking. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach this wall splat until the guard break. Burns out. They're in the corner. This may change the match.
いや
Uncooked raw super.
なんかすごい。
The throw connects.
すごすぎ。天才。やばい。
Closes it out.
決めてきた。ナイ
Send him home. You got this.
ス。いや強すぎるよ。でもまだわからない。
Picks up the counter. What a smart throw.
すごすぎ。天才。
This can lead to some big damage. Connects with the throw.
いったれ。
Oh, you never know what can happen here. They're in the corner. This may change. Solid anti-air. The Jinrai. The throw connects.
今完璧。
Pulls him and locks in embrace.
全然気が抜けませんね。
What a burns out.
危ない。でもまだいける。決まっちゃいましたね。
Don't worry about the loss, because your next win's gonna show them you're for real.
いやーどっちも頑張っててナイスファイトって感じでした。
It is not over. They want that run back. How's it going to unfold?
まだ戦い足りないようです。
The impact doesn't do anything.
いいガード。
And tech the throw. Boxing with the target combo. Goes for the throw.
うまい。どうだ。
That drive impact is blocked.
ちゃんとガードしてる。すごい。
The throw hits. Now it's time for some fun. Player one can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Grabs him. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation.
何か狙ってるんですかねこれは。
Drive gauge finally recovers.
どうする。
Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Well timed. No worries about that.
まあそういう時もあるよね。
Both fighters are barely alive.
どっちもギリギリ。
I must refuse.
They're both KO.
決着ですね。
Give me more of that.
いやー強すぎるよ。でもまだわからない。
Instant jumping. Everything up until now and everything from here on out is so vital.
一瞬の油断が命取りですよね。
Brings out the super. How's this going to work out for them?
ナイス。
This match just started and it can go either way.
心理戦にも注目していきたいです。どうなる。
Brushes that off and keeps going.
ちょっと何ですか今の。
Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Big throw.
二人ともやる気満々だ。
Time to take this momentum and really run with it. They're backed up into the corner.
どうなるんですかねここから。
Connects with the throw. They're still a raw super art incoming.
なんかこっちが緊張する。
Flashes. Point blank range here. You're done.
決まったー。
Gotta shake it off. Let's go.
いやー熱い勝負が繰り広げられております。どっちが勝ってもおかしくないと思います。
Last chance puts the brakes on the impact.
いいよナイスガード。
Good heads up decision, opting for the drive impact.
いいですね。
Parry. What a parry. Throw is denied. What? In anti-air.
いいですね。
Player 2 is in a very good spot now.
いやー、一気に来るんじゃないですか、それは。
The throw connects. Now we're getting somewhere.
めっちゃ惜しい。ドンマイです。
Throws him.
今の完璧。
Getting up connects with the throw.
すごすぎ。天才。
They're in the... And what a smart throw.
すごすぎ。天才。
No hesitation or regret. Open up. It's time for this. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. They are done.
待ってましたね。
Player 2 clinches the win, but that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
First practice. Combo try. Versus online. Here comes a new challenger.
We got a good match on deck right now, and no one's gonna want to blink once the action gets started.
お互いに頑張ってほしいですね。
Round one.
The fight just started. This is Tasty Steve on commentary.
ビシバシやり合ってるところが見たいです。
Well-timed command throw there. Player 1 with the life lead.
だいぶ有利な状況ですね。
Backs him into a corner.
どうなるどうなる。
Did well to get the buff in there. Nice.
ナイス。どうなる。
Gets a buff in the meantime. And decide who's gonna stay in the corner. With the life gap opening up, they need to utilize drive. Life lead opens up. Can they utilize the corner? The damage is really piling up now. You can see how corner is there.
綺麗に決まりましたね。
Alright now, let's try and switch up the game plan.
なんかこう魂のぶつかり合い的なものを感じました。
Throws to get around their defense. Throws to get around their defense.
お、
Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Player 2 currently has the life lead. No need to overextend. Bust up. Tomahawk bust.
慎重ですね。
They need to be mindful of their opponent's SA game. No question, this super art is definitely going to kill. Hey yo!
綺麗に決まりましたね。
Send him home. You got this.
なんかここまですごく一進一退できてるんで、次どうなるか本当に予想できないです。
Takes a chance with a buff. Player 2 spent the meter to take the round, but will start the next round from a disadvantage.
そっかそっか。
Juicy opportunity now in the corner.
どうなるんですかね、ここから。
Give them some of that PDA. They need to be mindful of their opponent's SA gauge. Pulls them and locks in and breaks.
白熱してます。
Buff one turning it all the way up with the super.
なんかもうすごいことになってるよ。
Hit them with the typhoon. Show them that the Thunderfoot always means business. You have burn out, but nothing but air.
めっちゃ惜しい。
It's over.
決まっちゃいましたね。
Not a loss to get down about. If anything, you should be glad for it.
めっちゃいい試合でした。またこんな戦いが見たいです。
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch.
まだまだ戦い足りないようです。
The party. That drive impact is blocked. Hold your breath. Don't worry, it happens.
大丈夫大丈夫。
Fights out of the corner, but not able to relax just yet.
どうだ？
Reads them. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that.
いやー、どうだどうだ。
Alright, what's coming next?
ヒヤヒヤします。
That's some hits.
決着ですね。
Alright now, let's try and switch up the gameplay.
今負けちゃった方にも取り返してほしいですね。
Creates distance to try to get a read on the opponent. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have?
こっからこっから。
Gotta be mindful. Very solid tomahawk buster. Takes the hit and keeps on trucking.
やばい。
Don't mind me. Just making a flowchart over here.
もうね、いいですね。いいよいいよ。
There's a definite gauge disparity here, but it may not matter. Block! Gotta be careful not tomahawk buster. Max SA gauges. They both have a chance to score a big payday. Charges forward.
全然気が抜けませんね。
Looking winded, burnout changes the game. Takes a chance with a buff. They back the opponent into the corner, now to apply the pressure.
この感じは名勝負の予感がします。
Why are they going in? Hang back! KO!
決まったー。
That's a huge win there! Settle down and keep grinding.
なんと本当勢いがすごいですね。いやー、このまま勝ってしまうんでしょうか。どうなんでしょう。
Nothing but air!
これはまずい。慎重ですね。
Throws him!
今の完璧。
Oh, knocked him out of the air! One hook, raw super!
なんかもうすごいことになってるよ。
Oh, this super art could change the makeup of this match!
すごすぎ。天才。こっからどう行くんでしょう。
Wire catches out the gauge right there! Smash! He don't even care how big the opponent is! This is a critical moment! No, you can't do that to me, baby! You're gonna give me a freaking heart attack if you keep flexing like that!
いや、めっちゃすごくない？なんですか今の逆